Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all dear friends. Thanks for feedback of past many hours and thanks for raising such huge concerns. Well, all those whom are having some big questions in their mind regarding era of Field Marshal Ayub Khan, which is one of great prosperity here in Pakistan. And that was era of victory as well. So in beautiful Federation of Pakistan, we have experienced three constitutions. We had a constitution in 1956. Then in 1962, Field Marshal Ayub Khan came up with presidential system. That was new constitution. 1962 constitution was promoted by Field Marshal Ayub Khan, and in beautiful Federation of Pakistan, he had introduced presidential system of government. That was his, you see, um, uh, effort to bring in something new here in subcontinent. We have two beautiful federations known as India and Pakistan. Uh, they are a federation. India is a federation, but prime minister is leading parliamentary form of government there, which is a contradiction in federation. So that contradiction here in Pakistan was removed by Field Marshal Ayub Khan. But at the same time, he had introduced one unit. And unitary form of government is good for parliamentary democracy. So again, contradictions were there. And failure of 1962 constitution was resulted in dismemberment of Pakistan in 1971. And then in 1973, we had a new constitution for this country, known as Beautiful Federation of Pakistan and Islamic Republic as well. And here we have still creed of politicians who have inherited their political status from their forefathers. So almost all of them whom are presently involved in politics, except this new creed of politicians, which is known as PTI and our ruling party, uh, at least all the opposition parties, their elders, even that religious part, their elders were signatories of 1973 Constitution. So that Constitution also provides for parliamentary democracy in a federation, which is a contradiction in itself and has to be corrected. As I have said again and again, that to run a federation, we need highest minds, and in presidential setup, uh, only we can get such people as our leaders. Because constitution of president and presidential setup is whole of Pakistan, whole of India, and that brings in a person uh, through ballot whom is having unbiased attitude and is acceptable for all. Minds here in Pakistan regarding Ayub Khan era is that only 22 families were rich, and the rest of Pakistan was poor. And that's why communist and socialist element they have succeeded to convince people that uh, that concept of equality, uh, which is a fake concept. I mean, there is no equality in communist setup. Communist party establish its dictatorship over the people, and they are above the law. They are above everything. I mean, corruption of Soviet Communist Party or Chinese Communist Party are common stories. I mean, they live a very lavish life, and they don't consider their people as equal. And so that fake concept of equality was spread regarding communism and socialism, and then uh, that concept became popular because Field Marshal was unable to promote a very effective welfare system in terms of unemployment allowance for the unemployed and other help for the poor and weak segments of society. So in 70s, then there were socialists and communists in power here in Pakistan. Nationalization had destroyed the private sector, and today that uh, existence of people in politics whom are totally relying on traditional patterns of politics which were prevailing here in 70s. They think in terms of socialism and communism and nationalization, and their solutions to economic issues are very communist in nature. So we don't have really uh, uh, those reasonable minds in abundance whom can understand the importance of fundamental freedoms and rights guaranteed by our Constitution, and economic boost which implementation of clauses of fundamental human rights can give to our country. Many minds here in Pakistan cannot understand this. Even they cannot link fundamental human rights with national security. You see, once you violate fundamental human rights here in your country, that means you are inviting uh, insurgency. You are inviting rebellions. You are inviting revolution. So fundamental human rights have a prime link with national security. Once our people are getting their fundamental human rights, welfare system is there, and nobody is being pushed towards poverty. Once we are having equal opportunity here for all in domain of economics and domain of politics, as it is there in mother of all federations known as USA, economic boost will be there. We will be able to achieve internal peace and stability, and everything will be fine here. But we do have very few reasonable minds around who can understand all this and are in politics as well. So insistence is upon extremist solutions, and that is why situation is a bit worrisome in Pakistan. Then in beautiful Federation of India, which is a neighboring country of Pakistan, we are having dispute on a disputed territory of Indian occupied Kashmir, and its solution was suggested by UN Security Council that plebiscite shall be held there, and the people of Jammu and Kashmir shall decide whether to join India or Pakistan through ballot. So since long, you see that concept of deciding issues through ballot and concept of true freedom, true democracy, true federalism are still alien concepts here, even in the minds of leaders of India, because of prevailing fascist and Nazi influences there, for historic reasons, because of alliance of Hindu extremists with Hitler and his ideology. So situation is really bad in Kashmir. Humanitarian crisis is there. Sources have told me that medicines are in shortage, and food stuff is also not available for the people who are under curfew from last 3 months, and around 1 million Indian troops are trying to convince them that they are integral part of India and they must not resist Indian occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. And Indian army is committing all type of atrocities. They are not allowing international media to enter in Kashmir, Indian held Kashmir. Even they do not allow American diplomats and politicians here. So they want to hide their atrocities from the world in nuclear age, that both India and Pakistan, who are party to Kashmir dispute, are both nuclear countries, are having nuclear status, and India is provoking Pakistanis and Pakistani leadership by committing atrocities on Muslim majority. Not only Muslim majority, but everybody living in Kashmir is suffering, because once the unrest is there, once the people are always fighting to attain their fundamental freedoms and rights, then no community can be at peace in Indian and Kashmir. Once the presence of in such a huge scale is there, so nobody is secure. Indisciplined Indian army even is dangerous for the Kashmiri Pandits as well. And a lady, Kashmiri Pandit, she had testified before US Congress that atrocities against all the Kashmiris are Indian held Kashmir. So I think soon sanity will prevail here and Indian civil society will make their leadership realize that in nuclear age, committing atrocities in a disputed area against specific religion and a specific community, uh, having support in another nuclear country is too dangerous to do. As I have said many times before, that actually some innocent values were promoted here, like scientists, doctors, engineers are great, but politics is bad. So that was a foolish act because politicians, they manage countries, they manage politics, economy of a country. And if no brilliant people are there in politics, then scientists, doctors, engineers, they don't have any future because politicians, they place them. So we always need best people in politics, both in India and Pakistan, to so that they can improve the situation here, so they can understand that to keep the federation intact, spirit of federalism must be infused, which is uh, to save people from tyranny and oppression. If that mindset prevails both in India and Pakistan, that everyone is out to save people from tyranny and oppression, and with this mindset, if they move forward, uh, especially those whom are holding public offices, high public offices, and if they can understand that to keep federations intact, we have to uphold constitution as supreme law of the land, and we must make all the so and implementation of fundamental human rights clauses present in constitution of Pakistan and India as well are necessary to avoid rebellions, revolts, and uprisings. Suspension of fundamental human rights is very common practice both in India and Pakistan. For 6 long years, Madam Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister of India, had suspended fundamental human rights of the people of India and had ruled the country through emergency powers. In the recent past, had suspended fundamental human rights of the people. So that is high treason. You see, when you suspend fundamental human rights of the people, you just put unity of federation at stake. And that what our leadership has to understand. And if our whole society can understand the importance of political leadership, which guides everyone, which manages economy, which manages politics, which manages foreign policy, if we are willing to bring in the best ones in politics, uh, all other dignitaries like engineers, along with rest of the public. So there is no need to opt for any sort of dictatorial ideology like communism, fascism, or Nazism. Uh, in the United States of America, these ideologies are being defeated. Dictatorial ideologies are being defeated through promotion of effective welfare system. That welfare system exists in uh, Great Britain as well, and in Pakistan we are a Islamic republic, so our religion had provided concept of modern welfare state and had created models as well. And if we can consider that contract between Imam Hassan alayhi salam and Hazrat Amir Muawiyah alayhi salam, a valid contract that Muslim ruler will be elected one, so we can understand that Islam has paved the way for democracy as well, and for presidential system as well. So I wish all the best to all of you and good luck as well.